I'm choosing to discuss this topic of ADA laws and service dog training because I really love to advocate for myself in the service dog world. I'm also going to explain how to get and/or train your own service dog. Service dogs are here for many disabilities, including depression, anxiety, PTSD, autism, seizure alert response, assistant dogs, etc. I am planning and hoping I can connect with each one of you as an individual. Today, I hope to answer all of your questions to the best of my ability. I also want to hook people in to be interested in this career of training service dogs. Now I'm going to present my slide presentation. There are some fun facts and videos in it that I think you'll find interesting. Question 1. How do you get a service dog? There are many ways to get a service dog, whether it's buying a puppy, adopting a dog, training your current pet. You can go to a trainer, train them yourself. You can get a recommendation from a therapist, or you can or your case manager can pay for classes. Question 2. What kind of work do service dogs do? Service dogs can perform a variety of incredible tasks: stopping self-harm behavior, calming a panic attack, telling high or low blood sugar, retrieving keys, phone, and other objects. They can also open and close doors, push wheelchairs, and help with house chores. Question 3. Do they have to have a vest or ID? No, it states under the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division Disability Section. No, under ADA does not require service animals to have or wear a vest or patch specialized to especially identify your dog as a service animal. Question 4. What is the difference between a service dog versus an emotional support animal or therapy dog? The term emotional support animal and therapy animal just describe comfort. As for service dogs, they have an actual job to do. Question 5. How is a service dog trained? There are many ways to train a service dog, including but not limited to teaching pawing alerts, nudging or booping, jumping alerts. For example, one way they can be trained is with people with diabetes. We'll put a cotton ball in their mouth when their sugar is high or low. The dog is trained to alert to that certain scent. Question 6. Do airlines have to accept service animals? Yes, they have to comply with the ADA law of public access. Question 7. What accommodations do airlines have to make? When a service dog is too large, for example, a Great Dane, the dog must be out of the aisle and out of the way. They have to give you the seat next to you and cannot charge you for additional fees. 8. Are there restrictions on any breeds? Referring to the ADA, no, there are no restrictions on any breed of dog. When is a dog unfit for work? A dog is unfit for work when they have a disability themselves or health problems themselves. They must be in good health. Question 10. Are there any penalties to faking a service dog? Absolutely. You have to pay a hefty fine for faking a service dog, paying up to $1,000 and or 6 months of jail time. Question 11. What happens when you interact with a service dog? You could get the dog could get distracted and miss an alert. The owner could end up in a crisis, even serious injury or death. Harming a service dog is a second-degree misdemeanor. This means that you are convicted. You could be in jail for up to a year and or probation for 3 years and a hefty fine. How much is a fully trained service dog worth? They range from as much as $10,000 to as much as $50,000, depending on the work they do.
Oh, okay.
This is my This is my poster. As you can see, I'm not finished. This is my past service dog, Parker. Here's my psychiatric service dog. That is not a picture of him. What stores can you train your dog in? Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot, Petco, Pet Supply Plus, Country Max. Do they sell prong collars for small dogs? Yes, they're called micro prong collars and are usually for dogs ranging from 6 to 25 pounds. How important is it to have good quality dog food for your service dog? Having a good quality dog food for your service dog is absolutely necessary for your dog to maintain the weight for super active dogs and to keep your dog in tip-top shape. Different types of training.
No water.
Different types of training collars. Flip collar, otherwise known as choke collar. This is a choke collar. It's actually for a very large dog because to properly fit this to your dog's neck, it should be right under the jowl, like so, into the base of the back of their neck. When you put it on, you hold it out in front of you, and it should be shaped like a P, because the correction, depending on what way your dog heels, needs to contract and release. Next, we're going to talk about the next collar. It's called the Star Mark Pro Trainer. It is a plastic prong collar. It is like a plastic prong collar with a safety clasp. Next, we're going to talk about a prong collar. This is my dog's prong collar. It is a little large on him. To properly fit a prong collar, it should fit the same way around the neck, like this. And to adjust it, you just pinch and pull out as many links as you need and put it back together. So you have a smaller collar, adjusted to fit your dog properly. This is the dead ring. This is for a safety clasp that connects to your dog's flat collar or ID collar. This is the live ring that you attach the leash to that activates the collar to contract it. Next, we're going to talk about the Martangle collar. There are different kinds of Martangle collars. They're like a flat collar, except they have a loop and a hook on the back to contract the collar to get tighter or snugger as the dog pulls and contracts and releases. So next we're going to talk about the halter, or otherwise known as the name brand Gentle Leader or Head Collar. Stops pulling, lunging, and jumping. It is not quite as effective as the prong collar is for correction, but it is more for dogs that are easier to grab their focus and less high-strung dogs. So this is fitted for my grandmother's Bichon Frise, Mia. This is a small, up to 25 pounds, 6 pounds. So it goes around their head like so, and you clip it around their head. You put this over the bridge of their nose first, and then clip it around their neck. So the good thing about this tool is it comes with a training guide, how to use it, how to put it on, how to fit it, and so on and so forth.
Down.
It also comes with a training disc or CD. Next up, we're going to talk about pros and cons of the prong and slip collar. The prong collar is higher in price. I prefer, this is a knockoff brand, but as you can see, they are pretty well rounded. They aren't sharp or anything. So, there's also caps you can put on these prongs, but I think it's kind of unnecessary. A slip collar is cheaper. Slip is only one point of pressure, which is where it applies the pressure here, where the dead ring is. Prong collar has multiple points of pressure, which applies for a better correction.
Get down.
The prong collar is more complicated to learn how to use, but it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. The slip collar or choke collar is easier to use. Next up, we're going to talk about the cost to start training a service dog. Estimated vest is about $25 to spending up to $165, depending on what you're training your dog for. It can be for mobile problems, mobile disabilities or guiding. Prong collar is estimated to be $15 to $40 on average. E-collar, which I have yet to talk about, is estimated to be $40 to $200 on average. Training treats $5 to $10. So a startup costs about $150. Most common service dog breeds: Golden Retriever, GSD, Labrador, Standard Poodle, Great Dane. Keep in mind that the service dog can be any breed of dog. The ADA does not discriminate or limit your limitations on the breed. What qualities should a service dog have? A desire to work, a calm demeanor, intelligence, and a friendly disposition. Types of service dogs: psychiatric service dog, assistance dog, hearing dog, guide dog, seizure response dog, mobile assistance dog, diabetes alert service dog, autism service dog, etc. So back to talking about good quality food. It is really important to have good quality food for your dog, especially if it's a working dog. This is what I feed my dog. So you can see. Complete nutrition. Has omega-3 fatty acids, omega-6 fatty acids, crude fiber, 31% protein. Okay, so this is Dr. Marty's Natural Blend. It is a freeze-dried dog food to keep the ingredients the most nutritious, and to keep the most nutrition as possible. You can add this and mix it in with your dog's regular kibble, so it would be mixed with this one. You can wet it to mix it in. This is the regular size. They do have small breed size, but they're not much smaller. They sell this in 16 ounce, and it's about $20. It is important to have good quality food for your dogs to make sure that they're not having allergies, allergic reactions. It can otherwise cause hot spots, itching, ticks, and not the ticks bug, but like, you know what I mean. So this is my dog's e-collar. I got it for a pretty affordable price on Chewy.com. Which is not sponsored, by the way. None of this is sponsored. I'm just recommending products. So this is the collar. It's pretty rusted, I gotta say. One of the prongs is really rusted because it's supposed to be waterproof, which it is. It still works, you know. And my dog's jumped in the creek with it. He's been swimming with it. This is the remote. So I have it on 70 for vibration. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This is collar.
I said no.
Collar 1. So there's a second collar, as you can see right here. Collar 1, collar 2. And this is the charger it comes with. It does not come with a block though. You have to buy your block. So next we're going to talk about service dog hygiene. It is really important knowing that your service dog is clean and smells good, especially because when they're out in the public. So this is the soap I use for my dog. It's Arm & Hammer deodorizing soap. So it smells really good. It doesn't smell like baking soda or anything. This is my dog's body spray because sometimes he can get stinky even with a bath. You know, they'll smell like wet dog. It is raspberry. These two are pretty affordable. This was about $5 and this was about $4. So next we're going to talk about leashes and vests and training leashes, and I'm going to show you my current service dog. So this is Davidson. This is my current service dog. So it is important to have your dogs. So it's important to have your dog hygienic and have their nails trimmed for obvious reasons. Slippery floors. Other reasons, like if you need them to wear boots because of the hot pavement, or so on and so forth. Obviously, it is important that you have plenty of poop bags and that you clean up after your dog. They're pretty affordable. They're $5 and they came with 240 count of bags. Okay, so next up I'm going to talk about leashes and then vests, and then that will be it. So this is actually my German Shepherd training leash, which I loved because when he's in a heel, I could shorten the leash with this little loop here and feed this through his collar. Here is my service dog's collar. So you just feed it through the collar. Okay, maybe this one's not big enough. I'll get a bigger one. Okay, since I couldn't find my other German Shepherd's collar, I actually found my deceased German Shepherd's collar. So what you do is you feed the handle part through the loop until you have it like this. And then you clip it on and clasp it onto this loop. So it shortens the leash in half, and you have a handle to grab onto when they're healing and they're really close to you. You don't have all that extra length on your leash. So next up, we're going to talk about my over-the-shoulder leash. I have some poop bags that I always carry with me because I don't have any bags for vests right now. A leash wrap, and it has 2 adjustments. One here and one here. So it goes on like so, and then this part clips to my dog. Next up, we have some of his vests. So this is one of his vests. I don't have patches to replace these yet, but I just kept these ones on here. This one is kind of, well, it's okay, but I don't like it because it doesn't have the clasp to have the bags on it, which I may need sometime. So this is my dog's other vest. It has lots of patches on it, and I put it together. It was a cape that I got from Country Max and ordered the patches off Amazon. says service dog do not separate from handler. PTSD, service dog do not distract. Access required by law. Service dog, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Service dog working, do not touch. So this is going to be the end of my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions about the ADA or service dog training or anything else like that, just comment below. See ya.